Where's Dola? Where's Dola? So where's this video about? I was having a conversation with somebody today, like in the morning, and we were just talking about like the average person. Like, what does the average person look like in 2022? The average guys look like in 2022. Actually, no, average person. And we were just thinking about listing off things that the average person. We were just thinking about listing off things that the average person does or the average person feels. And out of that list, there really was like no positives. The average person is depressed. The average person has anxiety. The average person doesn't love themselves. The average person is broke, unhappy, unsuccessful. And then it just made me say so I don't know why people try so hard to fit in with everybody else when the average person's life is bullshit. It just doesn't make sense to me. People are so scared to be in the minority. People are so scared to be themselves, stand alone, that even though it's very clear that the average person's life is bullshit, they will still do everything that they can to fit in with the average person's bullshit life. And it literally just made me realize that on top of everything, the average person just doesn't love themselves. And people be like, no, yes I do. I love myself. What are you talking about? No. Your words that you saying you love yourself is bullshit. Words don't matter at all. For some reason, in 2022, people think that words are action, or words, like they don't really mean much. Obviously, the words you say are important, yes. And the words you repeatedly tell yourself will become your reality. But you have to add action to it. You have to add action to it for it to really work. I can sit here and do nothing. I can sit in an all-white room and say, I have $1 million, I have $1 million, I have $1 million. That's cool, but if I don't do anything, I'm not gonna have $1 million. So you can keep telling yourself, oh, I love myself, oh, I have self-worth, but your actions do not reflect somebody that loves themselves. People that love themselves don't fill their body with drugs every day. People that love themselves don't drink every day. People that love themselves don't get influenced by people's bullshit and get dragged down. People that love themselves have boundaries. People that love themselves have goals. People that love themselves are focused on their goals. People that love themselves love their families. So the average person doesn't really love themselves because the average person has no goals for real. The average person doesn't take themselves serious. The average person is doing drugs or something to get high or some type of shit every single day. The average person just wants to be a follower. So how do you love yourself? It's because you say it. You love yourself, but yet you're broke. You're smoking weed all day, on the block all day, or you're on social media all day comparing yourself to other people. So how do you love yourself? It's just so weird to me because looking at that, I never was the type to be an average person at all. Never was average, never will be. I'm a winner. Average person is a loser. But just looking in, let's say that I didn't know anything. Let's say I was just a regular person. It doesn't make sense to me. I look at the average person's life and I think, why would this be something I want to be like? Why would I want to fit in with this group? Why would I want to be accepted by a bunch of losers? Because that's literally what the average person is. The average person is just a loser. That's why there's only 1% of people that's making 99% of the money in the world. That's who I'm trying to be like. That's who I am, a winner. But people would rather feel some type of acceptance, feel some type of good because, oh, at least I have friends. You think you have friends. Average person doesn't even have any real friends. Like, that's how crazy it is. Because your friends would push you to reach your goals. Your friends wouldn't allow you to party every weekend. Your friends wouldn't allow you to waste your time. Your friends wouldn't allow you to do bullshit. And most of you don't even have friends because you only have friends because you do drugs with them. If you couldn't smoke at all with your friend, you wouldn't even be with your friends. If y'all didn't play video games all day, they wouldn't even be your friends. If you can't be sober with somebody and you tell them that that's your friend, that's not your friend. If you and your friends aren't working towards something, pushing each other to achieve your goals, that's not your friend. The average person is just around other losers. It's just a loser that wants to be accepted by other losers. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but then I also don't. I get people want to have acceptance, people want to feel like they belong, but why do you want to belong to a group of losers? Why do you want to belong to a group of people that don't even love themselves? A group of people that want to be depressed, want to be sad all the time. Like, bro, that's bullshit to me. Shit, that's really all this video is. The average person in life is sad. So if you don't want to be sad, if you don't want to be a loser, if you don't want to be a bum, you need to do the opposite of what everybody else does, of what most people do. If most people are going to that party this weekend, do the opposite. Maybe you should stay at home, work out, educate yourself on something. If most people are drinking every single day, opposite, don't drink. I don't get the appeal of drinking till you get blacked out, drinking till you can't even control yourself. Like, I don't get that. That seems like the life of a truly unhappy person, because most people are unhappy, because most people aren't grateful. That's the one thing about winners and losers. Winners appreciate everything that they have, whereas losers are always wanting to get more. Losers, I want to get that new pair of kicks, or I'm trying to get that whip. That's why you're unhappy. You're unhappy because you don't appreciate what you have. If you appreciated what you have, it would literally be impossible to be unhappy. Impossible. The average person loves to complain, loves to just, negative energy. I just can't even stand it. So, this is a short video. Long story short, wanting to fit in with most people makes zero sense. Because if you fit in with most people, then that means you're a bum. That means that you have nothing going for yourself. That means that you're broke. That means that you're probably unhappy. That means that you're probably depressed. So think about that. Next time you feel like you really want to go with that group, or you want to join that frat, or you want to join that gang, think about that. Every time you feel like you left out, you feel like you don't fit in, that's good, nigga. You shouldn't want to fit in with most people. Most people are trash. It's just the truth. Be your own person, nigga. Fit in with winners, not with losers.